So this is gonna be the elite units. Just like kind of arbitrarily putting them around. Like it's mostly visually based. No gameplay mechanics really taken into account. Just kind of how I feel. It's a very scientific tier list. So this is elite Arumbai. I thought it was a pretty good upgrade. I think they look pretty cool. I'm gonna put them in a solid A. We can't take too long on each, so we just gotta go. We can adjust later on. Chakram. Original Chakram skin. I like it. It's pretty average, pretty good. I think it's like a B. We're not gonna do F tier. D is the lowest. I'm just sticking with it. Chakram dress. I mean, they get the chakrams on their like on their side. I didn't talk about in the video. They get like rings on like their like shawl thing, so they got more to throw. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna say it's slightly better than the other one. Fire Archer, unupgraded. I think they look pretty cool. I'm gonna go with this. Actually, I'm gonna go with C because they look so much better when they're upgraded. I'm gonna say they're even cooler than chakrams. This is very objective and very definitive, this list. I love the Geppetto upgrade, getting the Kapinga. Is that the correct weapon name? So they're going A tier now. I think the upgrade, losing the hat, not the biggest fan of. But yeah, oh yeah, the fire archer hat has like, I think it's like a feather plume. Not exactly sure. We're trying to move fast because my editing is so slow. It takes me forever. I think it's alright, but I think it's like low A tier. Upgraded Genuese crossbow. I think it's a great upgrade because they get like Pavisa. I don't know if that's correct pronunciation. Correct me in the comments below. I like it quite a lot. I like them more than Geppettos, I think. I kind of love the skin all around. Is it S tier though? I don't think so. This is also a solid A. Probably around there. You're right. Husky. I've always loved the Husky skin. I liked it in the original version of the game. I mean, I like Huskies. They got the plume, they got the white. What do you call it when you have the muscles? The muscle armor, the muscle breastplate. They got that going on. Got white and blue, because it's blue, but it's very stark colors. Love the helmet plume. You know what? This is the worst skin because the shield shrinks. You can see it in this screenshot. It shrinks when they get upgraded. And I don't like it. Oh, alright. Here's the other Arumbai. Normal Arumbai? I think it's pretty good too. Is it? I think it's worse than Geppetto. No, better than Elite Geppetto. I don't know. Alright, so Zerkers. I'm a big fan of Zerkers. I know Viking horns aren't correct historically, so we'll put it in a high B. But I think the upgrade looks great with the pelt on it. I'm gonna make them like, they have capes too, so maybe they're all A's. I don't know. I think this list is gonna lean heavily in the A and S and B tiers because I generally like the skins quite a lot. Oh, you know what? We should be recording like this. We should do this. There we go. We're on the other side now. This is Boyar. This is upgraded, I believe. Yeah, you can see the cape. They're more gold. Chef Boyardee. I love the look of Boyars. I think they're one of the best looking units in the game. The idea of a guy with an axe on a horse is pretty cool. Don't know if I'm crazy about the cape. I might put it A tier. How about like right here? I don't know. Is it S tier though? Or is it just a high A? Let's like take a look. Who else is S tier? I'm not crazy about them. I'm gonna make them like this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Sorry, Boyar, you got demoted. Gold horse is great. Yes, I agree. Alright, so camel archers. I need a sip to get ready for this one. Camel archers, I'm not too crazy about. I couldn't tell the difference between them. I don't think I could tell you the difference even here, looking at these small screenshots. What one is what? I like how they look as a unit, but the upgrade I think looks terrible because you can't tell the difference. It's hard to tell when you're zoomed out. And I think that's the only real important thing with this whole update, is to tell the difference between upgraded and non-upgraded. So I don't like what it did, but I think camel archers as a unit look pretty cool. So I'm just gonna go like B with both of them. I think that's the elite because I'm just completely guessing though. Can you guys tell? I can't. Cataphract. Cataphract, I also struggle to tell the difference between them. Basically I can just tell through like what one looks old. That one has the old helmet. This one has the new helmet. And you can faintly tell it's like more gold tinges on the armor. Hard to tell. Shield and everything doesn't change on the back. Hard to identify. I like the look of Katas. Similar thing to here. I think they're better looking than all these units. But maybe camels go here. Maybe like that. But Katas, like, you're not able to see the upgrade. Really, I struggled with it quite a lot. It's like, this one is. I can't even tell the difference. If I could tell which one was, I'd put a D. Let's just say that's D. Because I can't tell the difference. And you can't really tell the difference here either. So this is the worst of them because the shield shrinks. Corner of shame. These, I want to know historically, painting things gold, is that a thing? Or is this just like very video gamey? Not sure. We're gonna assume this is the elite because I just don't like how you can't identify the difference. I think it's a video game thing. You don't think people were like gold plating things? I like how you can identify it, but I don't think it looks better. I like their helmets quite a lot. I think they're a really cool looking unit. I'm gonna put them right there. Not a fan of the gold plating, but it's very identifiable. I'm gonna put it here. That's where we're staying with right now. All right, True Canoe. I really liked how they changed quite a lot, and they got like a bit more like thicker armored, and it was very obvious to tell. I like the True Canoe. I always thought they looked kind of cool. I think they're not as cool as those guys though. I think they were cooler than a Fire Archer though. And I like the upgraded a lot. I'm gonna go maybe like Fire Archer upgraded. I don't know. Camel Archer is pretty cool looking. We're gonna do this. We're gonna keep adjusting. Composite Bowman. You're stealing from each other? Yeah. Yeah, I like the Elite True Canoe. Maybe it's even an A tier. Oh, put the white one actually down here. Like, it's alright. I think this is pretty good though. We gotta spread the wealth. This is average. You're not passing the course if you're getting a D. So Composite Bowman, I think they look pretty okay. Better than normal Fire Archer, but I really like the upgrade. So I think we gotta put some room for upgrades. I think we're gonna put this like right there, like A tier. I thought they looked great. They got a new crest on their back. Their helmet changed with a plume. Very easy to identify between the two. Big fan. Oh yeah, I should also do this. Now we're more zoomed in a little. Maybe I do this even. That's good. That's alright. We're this far in. Oh, we can see so much better. Can we tell for the Camel Archers yet? This is the elite. This is the elite, confirmed. Oh, new conks. New conks, I thought they were alright. You could tell they weren't too different. And then conks, they look alright. I kind of like them in the older versions of the game more, I think. But I think they still look alright. I think we'll go like this. I think the elite is slightly worse looking. That's where we'll put them for now. Alright. Cuirassier. Cuirassier I love the look of. I think they're one of the coolest units. I love their attack animation. And the upgrade gets like Dark Knight style, and it's pretty cool. Dark Knight with gold trim. Kind of like it. I think they're S tier for me. And I think the upgrade is also pretty cool. Is it slightly cooler or is it slightly less cool? It's still good. Oh, they have like the sallet, I believe. That's their helmet. I think it's like that. You think it's slightly cooler? I don't know. I kind of like their original design. Let's go with slightly cooler. Let's go with slightly cooler. All right, Gulam. Hard to tell the difference. I know this is the elite, but that was one of my gripes with it. Their helmet gets wider because they get bigger brained. That's what I said. I think Gulam is a pretty cool looking unit in general. I'm gonna put it here. But the elite, you can't really tell. Like, you can kind of tell, but when zoomed out and playing, they're not a big unit. Not the easiest to identify. And therefore, I'm putting it like high C. I think some of these elites are absolutely like super winners. We're not there yet, but, or are we? All right, here's Jag. Jag has always been a very cool looking unit. I like the pelt armor stuff. I like the tiger cavalry that they added. I think this guy, Old Jag I thought always looked cool. They were always bad though. I think they're cool. I think they're like very high A tier for me. And then Elite Jag, I think is like a super cool unit. And from everything I can tell, they're historically accurate, like, which is just extra bonus points. I feel like I'm more than these guys though. Maybe, how about let's rearrange this. I love the husky look. I've always liked them. And this is so disappointing. I think it's a downgrade in almost every way. Therefore, it unfairly gets plummeted down to the D rank. Because it's like you had something so good, and now you got something so bad. I think they're cooler. I think Jags are cooler. Maybe Cuirassier as well. We're gonna do this. We're doing this for S. Alright, Jannies. Not elite. They're kinda cool. Guy with gun. But I don't think there's anything too special with them. Put him down here. Guy with hat, and he gets like a rope. It's like a blue rope, the whole back. It's very identifiable. Are they cooler though? I think a little bit. I think they're a little cooler. But we put them like in front of fire. They're cooler than Fire Archers. Both of them. Both of them are cooler than Fire Archers. Not as cool as composites though. Oh, Karambits. Big fan of this. Big fan. I like the old Karambits. I like the new Karambits more, which is, these guys are at least A tier, I think. But we do like low A tier. I think they look pretty cool. We do this one like high A tier. Like, oh, maybe slightly less than the Gabetta. Hope you can hear that. I hope you peed yourself. Old Ballista is the elite Ballista now. I think they look kind of cool. think this is good distinguishing. No hat. I think that's fair. The armor turns from white to like some sort of chainmail or something. P, but like it's just a high C. Actually, I think it's worse than Gulam. Worse than that. Better than Fire Archer. I'm gonna move Fire Archer further down. I'm starting to not like the Fire Archer the more I see it. The armor, I think, puts it above Janny's. There we go. I'm on the wrong side. You're right. Thanks. Alright, fixed. I got interrupted in the middle of it, you know, so got thrown off. Oh, mic might be too close too. Might be peaking. I have to do this. Alright, we'll figure I have to record someday. Someday. Sammy's. I love samurais. Old Sam, very cool looking unit. They fixed them constantly sheathing and unsheathing, so I think they're like a low S tier. And the elite samurai, I think might be the best. I don't know. It might be the best. Reskin might be the best elite skin. It's so cool. I love it. Wait, I'm gonna get the Lego. I mean, not exactly it, but it has the flag. I could show you. Look, it has the Lego. Oh wait, I have to put it in front of my face. It has the flag on the back. This guy has a spear, samurai spear Lego guy. But that influenced my childhood to like flags on back from ever since then. And to see it here, it's beautiful. Yeah, I think this is a very justified S tier. This is like some of the coolest looking unit to me. Alright, Teutonic Knight, we gotta get the other one. We're doing them side by side. Alright, normal Teutonic Knight, pretty cool unit. I'm gonna say worse than Samurai. Ooh, Husky, are they better than normal Samurai? Yeah, I think I like them more. It's a me thing. And I think the auto helmet takes it up a little notch. I think it's at least here. Where's it here? This is... I mean, they're so cool. I know historically it's kind of contradicting with the whole... It's like there shouldn't be a lot of these guys on the field with this helmet. There should be like one guy at all. So I think this is fair. I think that's where I'm at with this. Alright. Throwing Axeman. Axeman. Where's his friend? There's his friend. Alright. Normal Axeman. Always like throwing Axeman. A little cooler than Viking. Zerkers. Yeah. Elite looks kind of cool. Get a little bit more armor. I think I like them a little bit more. I think they're like a low A to me. I think they're like very close. They're like splitting between A and B. I think it's a slight upgrade though. Alright, Urumi. Urumi Swordsman. I like the addition of the extra strands of the sword because that's what you see more often with Urumi swords. And I think it makes the elite better than the non-elite. Non-elite, let's put them... This is gonna help me place it properly. Worse than Camel, better than Elite Fire? I think they're pretty cool looking. And I think the Elite Urumi is gonna be somewhere like above the Camel. Somewhere like here maybe. Maybe they're even A. I think they look pretty cool, so actually maybe they're an A tier. I mean, A is looking pretty good though. Like, look at these guys. These guys are great looking. Put them below the Throwing Axeman. Alright, Woadies. Woadies. I heard complaints about Elite Woadies. I don't think they're warranted. I think normal Woadies are pretty good. Buff guy in pajama pants running around in a speed walk. It's kind of funny. I kind of put them in a similar area to Zerkers in my brain, but I think they're a little bit less. I think they are like... Pajama pants are kind of jokey. I don't know if I'm crazy about their model. I think they're around there. I think the upgrade is a visual upgrade. There's the metal shield, the helmet. I heard complaints about the helmet. I think it's like very marginal though. Maybe it's like there. I think they're like right next to each other. People are gonna hate me putting Woadies that low. Alright, these are new unit. Iron Pagoda. Alright, so we got non-elite and elite. Very easy to tell the difference, and I haven't even seen these guys in action. Bonus points there. I think they're pretty cool historically. It's like the cataphracts of China. So pretty cool. They probably should place around the cataphract area. I like the upgraded one more. I think it's cooler than these guys. Maybe the lower one is probably... I don't know. I'm gonna say they're both... maybe they're cooler. They're cooler than Zerkers and Axe. I think they're like... Might be the top of B. Maybe top of B. Let's put them top of B. I think I'm happy with that. Oh, ink gun. Incan upgrades. Where do we put these guys? They got their checkerboards. They got the really cool... I liked the upgraded quite a lot. The non-elite looks kind of lame now, which is good because you want to see the elites. What do we do with them? I think these guys are cooler than all of these guys right here. And the upgraded cameos have like wicked cool hats. I think they deserve to be like... I mean, I think they're up here competing with these guys. Cooler than Bowyars, but are they as cool as the new Genuese? I think they're around here. And I think unupgraded, which is fine to not look as cool because it's kind of like... It makes you want to go elite with them. Elite cameos. I wonder where they're at. I think they look kind of lame, but Why are they comparing against these guys? They're less cool than the Wodies. So this is like a pretty big upgrade visually, which is intentional because I thought this was one of the best made elites to non-elites that they did, because they took features from the model that we had and divvied it up, split it between the two, and it made a very healthy balance between upgraded and non-upgraded and kept the same character visually. So Keshik, upgraded, gets a lot of plumes on the hat. They turned very player color as well. They lost a lot of gold. I wasn't sure exactly how it felt. I thought they looked okay, but I've been thinking on it for like a week now. Not exactly sure if I like them visually. Are they a C? Are they better than these? I think they are. They look kind of cool, but like, are they great though? I don't know. I think that non-upgraded. You guys want to look at my list or where we're at right now? Got any complaints? Make sure to tell me. Leave them in the comments. All elephants should be S tier. No. What's the elephants? No, they look cool, but I think battle elephants are better. War elephants are better. We'll get there. We'll get to war elephants soon. Elephants are probably like a top 4 animal for me. Keshiks. I think this is a proper split. I'm not a big fan about the models. I don't think I like the elite too much because they get too much player color and they lose a lot of gold. So I might put them even lower. I might put them like around exactly where Centurions are. Elite Coustier is S tier? Yes, I agree. Coustier is like one of my favorite models. So yeah. All right, we got Bulgarians. We got Conics. Where's the other one? Where is this friend? Here it is. All right, there's the Conics. He's like blurry. He probably was moving or something when the camera was going. That's crazy. I love the look of Conics. I love the flails are very cool. I think it's like, I love the shield. I love the dismounted and then getting back up. Flails were my favorite weapon until a history nerd told me, actually, they don't exist. I'm like, oh. I mean, I think you lose points because of this. I like how they look, but I don't like how I feel about how they look. Like if they just had a mace, like how about a Morningstar? Give them a Morningstar. Remove the chain. Just put the flail head on that. I think they'd be S tier. But I think it's gonna be pretty harsh. I think I'm gonna put them like, they might be D for me. I think they're D. I do like this guy though, with his feathers. I think he looks really cool. And I'm gonna put him low C. He's barely not failing. Devastating. Devastating, because it's the coolest weapon in fantasy. Oh, it's saddening, and it impacts my opinion of it quite a lot. Let's see if we can find like a farming flail. Most common weapons were farming weapons. Like a pitchfork, perfect example of a weapon that actually saw combat use. These saw combat use, but like, are they really gonna hold up against a guy who's in like full plate? Probably not. Full plate mail was really rare though, so they're like long nunchucks. I mean, it hurts because I want, like I said, I want them to be S tier, but I don't think they can be. Like, every time I see one come out, I'm like, I wish he was using a real weapon. It's just where my thoughts go to. And it's sorry to be a downer. The spear is the most effective use of metal. You're using this much metal, and you're getting a lot of value out of it. And it's also pretty easy to train. Flail is gonna be like impossible to train. You're gonna have like one super rich guy knowing how to use this chained flail. Like, how many existed? I literally don't know. You gotta tell me. Tell me in the comments below. Because I want my dreams to come true and have real flails. If they exist in Bulgaria, these are up to S tier. I've loved flails so much. Tell me about this. I wanna rewrite my already rewritten experience of having my heart broken over flails. I wanna unbreak my heart. That's probably a song. Let's see. So it's the farming weapon, repurposed. And you got the wooden chain and ball. You got this. This is also, they're very much like the farming flail. I see. This is very close to the type of flail that we want. We want this. Wiki has a good digestive read. Peasant flail. Is this real? Modern representation of a one-handed flail. Is it real? Is there any in this photo besides just peasant weapons? There's a peasant flail. Not seeing it. Where is it? Where's the flail? Show me the flail. It looks like a mace Morningstar replica. Ottoman flail. We're looking for Morningstar chain. This is a good example. Whoa. All right, there we go. Rich guy with plate armor. All right. That's cool. I'm optimistic. 1410. It's late enough that I could see that existing. Spiked flail tucked into belt. 1410. This is pretty convincing. Also, this guy's face. He looks convinced as well. Right now, I'm feeling like we're being debunked, and I gotta retract all my statements that I just ranted about. thanks for defending the flail. But like seeing like a painting from 1410, and this guy is blown away by the flail existing. Oh, I'm bald. Why'd you make me bald? Call that myth busted. Plausible. For this flail, we can tell enough on this image. Here we go. That's pretty convincing too. Like, this is good. This is changing my stance. Swords didn't see as much as media portrays, because again, giant waste of metal. Spears were like everything. Like trash wars in Age of Empires. It's pretty accurate. Alright, so where do we land on this? They're not really used historically in battles much. They existed as concepts. I don't think that they're... It's like, where do we land? Not really existing, but like, also like, realistically, not a lot of like ballista elephants existed either. Like that's a pretty good argument too. Well, you got things like true canoe existing in abundance. You got Genoese crossbowmen existing in abundance. But it's like all these are like, we gotta put that same argument against things. This is becoming the flail debate. This will be on the test, yes. Are flails real? And how real are they? We're gonna reassess this conic thing, and I think they're really cool. Oh, your foot's asleep, you can't take the test? Well, when your foot's awake, make sure to come back to class, and we will give you a reschedule. You can take it tomorrow, during your lunch break. I'm bumping them up, because like, they existed. I was convinced they didn't exist at all. They existed, but they existed in scarcity. This is becoming a much harder video to edit now. This was gonna be so easy. Just straight shot right through. And now we got this flail dilemma going on. The elite's pretty cool with their fuzzy hat, but now we know that flails existed. They existed at all, which changes my argument quite a lot. It's like it's a video game. Total ships are factually very incorrect in this game. It makes me sad. I say wagons weren't just sentient wood. I mean, oh gosh, this is such a hard question. How often does the Rumi swordsman actually see combat? That's again like, actually it's an area clear. It's like a Zweihander type situation. With the Liu Bei, Dynasty Warriors guy, it's clearing space. It's probably like, they're too tiny to be a good space clearing weapon though. Like two-handed swords had a purpose for space clearing. Oh gosh, this is becoming so complicated. This was not supposed to be complicated. Axemen get all the axes. Where did they get the axes from? Right, fair question. Where do the skirms keep getting their spears from? Karambits are really good at dealing with flesh. Oh my gosh, flails, they're really cool looking, but how useful? That's not what we're arguing though. We're arguing coolness. Now that they exist, I think they gotta be bumped up. I think they gotta be like, I think I'm gonna go, the whole concept of the unit's very cool. I like the dismounted and getting back up. He's like, you got my horse, but you didn't get me. He's ready to fight again. Oh gosh, maybe they're A tier. Maybe they're A tier. S feels too high. Maybe they're double S. Maybe they're double S. They're really cool. They're really cool. Oh gosh. This is the most stressful tier list of my life. This is gonna take forever to edit now. This has just turned into like a 4-hour edit. At least. Like one arrow hits you, you're done skis. Who cares if you have a full metal flail? Oh gosh. Liu Bei. These guys I think look super cool. I talked about him with the Dynasty Warriors in the last video with Zhao Dun with the eye patch, and they remind me of that guy quite a lot. And I like the distinguishing between the two. I like the gold versus that. I think it's good for gameplay reasons. Who knows if someone had actual like gold-plated armor? I don't know. I like the look of the non-upgraded. I think maybe a little more. I'm not sure though. Haven't seen them in play. I think I might put this slightly above because the weapon is cool. And we'll just say it's gold-plated. And he's from a super rich family. I think they're S tier. I think they're very cool. I'm gonna go like this. Below Teutonic Knights. Like these guys are just super cool to me. This guy's very uncool. I'm gonna keep pooping on him. Back to the longbows. Longbows saw incredible use. They're why the UK still exists. I think it's one of the most appropriate units. Oh, I just punched the arm. That's how upset I am. They're the reason for fish and chips and Blackpool grime. Millie B would not exist if longbows did not exist. S tier. No, alright. Longbows are very cool. The unit and concept of the game even is very fun, but we're going off of looks. We're not going off gameplay. Gameplay has not been mentioned really at all. It's just looks. We can do a gameplay tier list later. Oh gosh. Oh, I need to calm down. We need some water. Get the buckler on their rear end. When they're upgraded, they get like chain shoulders. They're still kind of light enough to still draw a bow. Their helmet doesn't really change. I think these are easy B tier, the unupgraded, but upgraded. I think they're low A. I like the look of them. Are they better than Shukunu? No. Better than camel archers? No. Better than fire archers? Yes. There we go. We found it. Where does elite go though? Elite, I think it's only marginally better. I think we'll just do this. It's a good distinguishment. So Mangadai, wasn't a fan of how hard it is to distinguish. You can tell here, but zoomed out, not too easily. Got a little horse medallion though, if you look closely. I like the look of Mangadai. I think they're kind of great. They got a cape, very, very iconic. Let's put them better than chakrams, better than fire, better than Harumi, worse than normal camel. The upgrade I'm not crazy about though. Let's put them low B. Low B, better, better, worse, worse. Right there. That's perfect. Yeah. Manaspa. Manaspa has like the gold plating, extra armor. I like it. The spear gets a little detail on it. I like the Manaspa look. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty middle of the road though too. Chakrams are kind of cool. I might be bumping chakrams up. How about we go like here with Manaspa? And upgrade Manaspa slightly cooler. Right there. I think we bump chakrams up to here at least. Better than Elite Fire Archer. Yeah. Yeah. The Frisbee boys, they look pretty cool. Obuk. Obuk. Obuk? Obuk or Obuk? I did like their upgrade. They get like full armor. And they felt more battle ready. Their hammers are in gold, which is a little weird. Why would you gold plate your hammer? But besides that, yeah, I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of the gold plating. I know it's an easy way to tell things apart, but I still like them. I like the look of these guys. I think they're at least a B for sure. Let's see what the A's are like. I don't think they're an A. They don't compete with any of these. These are all great. A and up is like, I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. B, I like. C, they got some problems. D, they have a lot of problems. Oh, book. Alright. Worse than chakrams? No. Better than Elite Fire. I think that's where I'm landing. There. Armored. Armored. Do we put just side by side? I think so. They kind of got like the Executioner hood. Kind of like it. Ornate armor, yeah, it made you more capturable, yeah. That's like plot armor right there. Alright. Organ guns. Origin guns, as I keep saying. Arion. Pretty cool. Piano cannons. I like how they look. I like the upgrade too. I think they're A. I think they're gonna be A's. We'll adjust here. Let's see. Where do they meet in the A tier? Elite is better than the non-elite. Just double the cannons, you know, can't go wrong. Get fancy shoulders too. I like their hats. They're like a very flat hat because you gotta wear a hat that can fit this posture. Just leaning forward, pushing a cannon. So, low A. Yeah, I think I agree with low A. Harumi might go up. Harumi is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna put Harumi like here. I think this, they're worse than, let's do that. Let's do this. I think I like this. Holy Karamba is actually pretty cool. Maybe we go above Gebetto. Let's go like there. Alright, oh, the plumes, the plumes. This was one I was excited for. Pirate. I like the shirtless version. Quite a lot. The plumes get smaller. People seemed upset about that, but they're not upgraded. I think this was also a very good separation of the original unit and adding and taking away between the two. The original unit's somewhere in between the two. I kind of like the shirtless one quite a lot. Maybe it's just the sex appeal of it all, but I mean, I think they're like high B for me. Oh, where are they? Where are they? I'm comparing each one. Comparing. They're better than Obuk. Put them next to the other shirtless guy, maybe. What would put all the shirtless guys next to each other? With the shoulders, I think it's slightly worse, but it is an upgrade and it's a good difference. I don't know if I'm crazy about the yellow shoulder pads and plumes as tall as like... He's like 2.5 meters tall. So, wait, you want me to be bald? I can be bald? Here, let's do this. Here we go. That's me with my hair down. Oh, rattan. I didn't like how hard it is to tell when you're zoomed out. You can tell which one's elite though here. Camel archers, I really struggled to say. I had to zoom in before I could tell the difference. But these guys, where do we land? I like rattans quite a lot. I think they're a cool looking character. I think they're gonna be low A. I think the elite is slightly cooler. I think we might do something like this. So, sergeants. I like the original, but I like the upgrade quite a lot. Sicilian flag, cool. Ooh, where do we go with them? I like them visually as a unit. We got axes, big fan of axes. I think they're gonna be at least A tiers. I think they're better than like a lot of these actually. Oh, I'm gonna put like this one. We're gonna go right below Genuese. Genuine crossbows. I'm gonna put the elite. Oh, I think I want the elite like this high up. Oh my gosh, do I move this? Jag looks really cool though, always. I think we do this. I think I'm happy with this split. Like the upgrade is That's a cool upgrade. Reminds me of the kite shield from Diablo 1 with the Diablo 2 paladin. Oh, here it is. That's the shield. That's the shield I'm thinking of. You can see the similarities. Diablo 1 art is it's beautiful. Diablo 1, I'd say everyone should reapproach and think like, once you know the history of Diablo 1, where it was a turn-based game originally, you can see the tiles and you can imagine how it all plays out and how transformative it was to the ARPG genre. It's just like, it's such an important game in video game history, I feel. Also, it's one of the first games I played a ton of. Okay, these guys got a demoted version changed, which is fine. They get like a leather carapace from the cloth. Their weapons are pretty cool. Ooh. Hotel, Holiday Inn. Don't have... They're pretty cool. Are they cooler than Gulan? No. Are they cooler than Shirtless Arumi? No. I think they're better than Wodies, though. Better than Fire Archer. They might be right next to Obuk. Maybe like right here. Nospa better than them? I think I'm okay with this. Oh, we need the other... Oh, that's not... Where's our other human guy? Our human mercenary. There we go, we're all good here. Wait, why do we have 2 kip checks? Why? It's fine. Tarkin. Like the guy from Star Wars. He didn't wear shoes on set. I don't think they look too good. I don't like how the torch changed. I wish I kept the same fire, and I can tell it's the same fire as the fire archers, so I think it's something to do with they don't know how to replicate this fire. Or this is just easier and lighter. I don't know. I don't think it looks good being like white fire. I don't know. I like their helmets. They got like weird Valkyrie wing things going on. I like that. I'm gonna put it like low B, I think. Better than Ketchik upgrade. Maybe like here. The non-upgraded. We're gonna go like below. But do we go C with it? Is there anything wrong with it? C is like you got... No, you don't have something majorly wrong. I think we can go like... Oh, we're... It's better than... I think it's like here. I think it's like that. I think that's a fair split. Somewhere between like C and a half. C and B. Like if you're counting the alphabet numerically. It's B.5. Okay, I don't know why this guy's here. But too many. It's fine. I don't know how this happened. I took 2 screenshots. Wait, Feather Guard. I think these guys look amazing. I think the non-upgraded is pretty cool because I'm a big fan of tower shields and spears as a combo. They got like halberd kind of spears. I think they're at least A, but I think this one might be an S tier. I think it's better than Liadal. Is it better than normal Teutonic Knight? Maybe. I think these guys look so cool. Love their armor. Oh, where do I put them? Maybe there? And this guy looks pretty cool. Where does he fit? He's not an S. Where does he go? Maybe. No, not above Elite Zergs. Not above Genuine Crossboys. Not above there. Bottom of A. Let's do that. I think that's fair. War Elephants. Persian War Elephants. I mean, they're really cool looking. I'm gonna go with like... Are they both A's? I like the non-upgraded more. Because again, the gold argument. I like them as a unit, but like we're not trying to think gameplay. Oh, Iron Pagoda? Iron Pagoda is pretty cool. You know, I might bump up Iron Pagoda. Because I like them in a lot of ways historically. I'm gonna bump them up. I think they're at least A's. Maybe more than this guy. Worse than Rattan? I think both of them are there. Alright, where do we put the War Elephants? War Elephants we need to decide though. Ooh. I'm way into this. I'm trying to figure out where. I think it might be A. It might be B. Like, they're around Karambit area, I think. Iron Pagoda might be around Karambit as well. Let's go here with them. Oh. Why don't we stick with low A? Low A for now. Humans. Santa hats. They're kind of like Tarkans in my head. So I think they're around Tarkans. I like the Santa hats because it's a bit silly. The top knot. I'm not crazy about the top knot look. They're kind of there with fire archers for me. Better than fire archers. Conks. Are Conks higher than this? I think they're not. I think they're not even here. Maybe they're like here. Santa hat I think puts in more than Conks. Yeah. We do this. This guy he's a duplicate. We don't like him. Alright. What's these guys? Latest. Alright, latest. They look kind of cool. Don't like their attack animation a whole lot. I love their upgraded helmet and look. Ooh, this is like probably like a high B. If I were to less than that. Maybe like right here. I think the upgrade is like low A. Maybe like up here. I think it's by Iron Pagoda. Yeah. Alright. Mammies. I like the look of them. They feel very nomadic. Very, very desert. They got the Blankets edition. I love what they do with their scimitars. Unlimited scimitar just throwing. Skimmies. flippity flips, flippity flops, whatever you want to call the swords. I think, because we're comparing against others, like, are they better than these? The unupgraded version, better than Wodie's, better than Monospa, right around here, I think. I think we're gonna be like right here. And upgraded, they're different, but I think I like the old ones more. Like, the camel's gonna be overheating with all these blankets on his butt, you know, like, it doesn't need it. B tier. So this unit is probably, well, it's the last of the new units that I'm very excited for. And it's gonna be an S tier. I just gotta get it all the way up there. Which one though? Where in the S tier? These are some of my favorite looking units in the whole game. The white pelt is very cool, but I think I like the orange one quite a lot. I like the pelts. You know, look at these pelts. They're all high up here. I think the white one, I mean, this like might be my favorite looking unit. It's so high up there. It's like, I think it's number 2 for me. It's such a cool looking unit. Oh, but where does this one, the upgraded version? Better than Huskies? Better than this? Maybe it's like here. It's like here. It's like, it's before Teutonic Knight. Tiger Cavalry. I love them. I think they look amazing. Such a fan of it. Unupgraded, I think looks so cool. Got the tiger color, you got this cool leather helmet for your horse. The armor is within like reasonable region. This is very heavy. You got the gold helmet and it's like, it's getting a little gaudy. Here I can totally get behind it. I love how they hold their weapons. That's good stuff, good stuff. Wagons, wagon burn tactics. Sentient wood, sentient wood. I mean, I don't think I'm crazy about the wagons. They're cool. Are they? Are they really cool? There are people in it, but there also are like, there's people in it. When the first wagon dies, a lot of metal balls roll out. A little small detail people don't notice. I noticed it in the deleting of them in this scenario. And I didn't notice metal balls in this, but I didn't look too closely. It was only while video editing I noticed it. I think it might be low B. I like the upgrade more. It's kind of cool. Goodness, maybe they're C. I think they're C. I'm comparing to this. I'm like, they're not really any cooler than the Santa hats. What if we did this? What if we put them below conks? I think conks should be higher up. Conks are pretty cool. They got the one-hand rifle. They're kind of like rifle riders from age 3. Everyone hates age 3, I shouldn't mention it. I think we're promoting conks up to B at least. Low B. Are they cooler than Big Brain Gulams? Big Brain Gulam goes here. There we go. There's an adjustment. I think I'm okay with putting this here. Magyar Hussar. Magyar Hussar. They're pretty cool looking, but are they too over the top? Let's just put them around. Let's see what we think if we put them up here. Got the elite. Are they cooler than this? No, they're not. They look like they're ready for a parade more than combat. They're cooler than this though. I think they're right here. They're right here-ish. Unupgraded? Kind of like the unupgraded more because they don't have this wrapped pull. I don't know. I kind of wish that like they lost a hat so I could tell easier. I couldn't tell too well between the two. Like zoomed out, you can tell, but it's harder. The gold plating. I mean, they're a cool looking unit in a lot of ways. You say they're super cool? Hard to tell the difference between the two. I like them as a unit visually. Maybe they're better. Where? Maybe like here. I don't think I like the elite that much. I think I'm gonna put like the elite like here. High B. This is low A. I think that's fair. This looks pretty good. I like the armor though. I like the armor. I don't like anything else that happened. Okay, so Ratha. I like their melee form quite a lot. I like their shield. I think it looks pretty cool. I liked how they put a lot of nice white paint here. The wheels got chariot spikes. So, my thought is definitely elite is better. But where? Historically, they don't make a whole lot of sense. I don't know. Are they real? I like how the chariot spikes exist. I think I'm gonna have to take points off because I don't think that they're real in a lot of ways. It's like, why are you on a chariot in medieval times? Bengali chariot is real. Ooh, really? I want to hear about this. Use them up to 11th century. Really? Why? Why did they do that? They're a death trap. I have so many questions. Like, why a chariot? Poor horse breeds? That makes a lot of sense to me. Ooh, so... Alright, so maybe we don't deduct points for historical inaccuracy because, like, I'm open to hearing these things. This is great. Alright, I gotta rewrite what I think about the Ratha. I had a whole rant in my last video. If you want to downvote my video over my Bengali take. Do they have shoes? Doesn't look like they got shoes on. It's obvious change, I think, between the two. Alright, Ratha. I like the melee form. They do have chariot spikes though. Oh, the old one does not. Nice, nice. Big fan of this. historical thing about adding blades to your wheels. Big fan. Also, historically, it doesn't really make much sense to be on a chariot because by the time that stirrups and saddles were invented, chariots were obsolete. So I don't know how accurate the Ratha are. You can tell me in the comments below. Chariots are very like Age of Empires 1 era. They make sense there because that's what it was historically, but they completely phased out by the time that people were riding on the horses. That's very cool. This has been a very heartwarming experience for me because we learned that flails truly did exist. I didn't think they existed for the past years. And now we got Ratha. We are redoing it all. What do you think about my tier list so far? It's perfect, right? Not a chainsaw. I have a manual chainsaw. Did those exist? No, they didn't exist back then. The emote of me dancing, this one, is footage of me on the bike trail after manually chainsawing a tree. And I was shaking my arms out. Shaking it out because they were just on fire. Because manual chainsaws are exhausting. I was covered in sweat and it was a good accomplishment getting rid of that down tray. I want to see it. I want to see my manual chainsaw. I can get it. I'll get it. I picked it up and I put it back down. Alright, so a manual chainsaw. Since I like working on the trails, it's like this. It's the chainsaw blades and then you pull it like this. And you saw it like that. And it is so tiring to use, but dang, it's pretty good. Also very compact, it's quiet. They did not exist, I think, in the medieval times. I'd be blown away if they had the technology. They didn't. There's no way. They didn't exist. Two-man saw would be pretty good. Get one other person with a big saw? I could see chopping through anything. Like, I've soloed bow sawed trees the size like this. So like, 2 people, that's like half the effort. You just do the pull. Pull is almost everything on a bow saw. I'm like a villager in real life. I mean, I've sawed quite a lot on stream. And everyone's always like, oh, this AoE patch is great. Turtle ships. I rant about them every time because my understanding, everything I've read and everything I've learned, they do not behave like how they do in the game. What they did, they slammed into Japanese wooden warships and then fired cannons. They were like a bumper boat more than anything. Is this correct or incorrect? I'd love to hear from a professional. A sight wagon on water. You mean like the historical, like just like used as like a barrier more? Because like lots of arrow slits? Ah, cool. Person eye? Yeah, I've heard that's fake news too. That's yesterday's news, as Danny would say. But they're nothing like how they just kind of fire like a galley but shoot a cannonball instead. Was it ever decorated like this? It's safe to say they aren't. I think they look pretty cool. Like, yeah, the Admiral. Jordan is back. I like how they look quite a lot. Historical inaccuracies bother me quite a lot. Where do we put them? Visually, they're pretty cool looking. I'm gonna put them because historical inaccuracies, they bother me too much to really get joy from them. How cool would Hussite wagons be if they were realistic in this game? If they made them not just like, it's kind of like another organ gun. You know, like, I know they're different, but like, Hussite wagons would be so frippin' cool. Tactical, like, defenses and stuff. Like, kind of wanted that with them blocking damage behind them. That these are just kind of like another galley. Like, an armored galley. Like, yeah, but like, they have mechanics to be able to pull this off. I think they could do it. I think they could do demo ship melee damage with a charge mechanic. And I think that's kind of all what I'm asking for. Turtle ships, really bothered by the historical inaccuracies to the point where it just kind of takes a lot of joy out of them. They look really cool. I think they're definitely in the hard C category. I'm gonna put them up here because they're very cool. Elite, it's cool. It's not too different. Very distinguishable. I'll put it there. Like we're doing a handshake. Put it there. It's cool though. Don't know how accurate the war wagons are, if you want to rant about those, but I think it's believable. You got armor, horse-drawn carriage kind of thing. Do you hate it? Are they not realistic at all? Let's hate these units. Hate them. I'm ready to hate them. Iron Age China. When was that? 600 BC. Iron, cast iron, BC, still BC, Middle Age. Oops, we hate war wagons now. You like Jan Ziska? I don't know much about him. I only know he was a Hidden Cup hero. And I know the Hidden Cup heroes pretty well because you know how much work I've done involving the Hidden Cup heroes? You want to see my Team 90 folder? The recent one, Hidden Cup 5? But like, making these things was like, this is Jan Ziska, right? This is me. auto. Good old days. Making all the things. Ah, yes. These. Telium. Lagrium. Well, this is other eye eventually. Wow. Kind of like Zhao Dun from Dynasty Warriors. Wearing an eye patch. Alright, well, war wagons. Alright, historically very wrong time frame. They're Chinese. They were Iron Age Chinese. So this hurts quite a lot. I mean, I'm demoting these guys even more too. I think they're down here. Just too inaccurate. Not a fan. When it was the Iron Age, 1000 BC to basically medieval era. So like, I don't know where to put them. I'm brain fried and lost at this point. I don't know what to do with this. This is horrifying. What do we do with these? I like the visual distinctions. I like how they get the flag that turtle ships have. Then we got same metal spikes. I like how the horses change. I think visually they're pretty cool. Historically, it sounds like an absolute mess. I think we put them like right above the wagons. Like there. Yeah, I think I'm pretty okay with that. Hope you guys hate my list. I'll go nice and slow and show you all every part of it. Animation cancel there. Sounds hard capped at sea. Historical inaccuracy bothers me more than it should. Mongols only B tier? I mean, let's go through and adjust now. Goes from blue to blue with gold lines on it. Really hard to tell. Hardest one to tell the difference between the two. They should have like removed the whole hat from like unupgraded or something. Or maybe like, I don't know what to do. Completely change the hat color maybe. Go from like a white hat to colored. There you go. Something. More decoration on the camel. Yeah, that would help. You want to be able to tell. And I think it's a pretty big power spike. And an important thing to tell. Same thing with manga dye. That's why manga dye are pretty low, I think. There. Right there. It seems right. And no one can play with the HD graphics because it makes you zoomed in more permanently. I only did it for the screenshots and the videos I record, and only reason why I have it installed. Anybody we're adjusting. Gulams are pretty cool looking. I might bump Gulams up. Need to hear why Jaguars are A and not S? Because the upgraded is an S tier. And these guys are pretty cool. I like them quite a lot. A is very good. The monkey hunch on them is difficult. Monkey hunch, yeah. Tigers were invented in the 1530s. Wow, it's crazy in an evolutionary sense. I mean, I think I'm good with this tier list. I look at it, nothing stands out as like glaringly wrong. I think I'm very happy with this. Or weeds goes up to like here. These guys look sick. I think we do this. I think we put the genuines up. I mean, this is pretty cool. And these guys are pretty cool too. Oh, this is hard. Rumbai look really cool too. I think we do like this. We just bump everyone a bit. Jags, I think less. That might be good. Okay, so I moved Genuese, moved this, and moved these guys around a little bit. And I think we're good. I think we're good here. Let me know if I'm wrong. I gotta look at the camera. Can you hear my finger snaps? There we go. That was pretty good. It might be really bad. I might not be able to use that footage.